Friday night edition of the Midwest F1 League. That, of course, being the multiplayer series. And tonight, I am once again joined by a hotspot, as he is going to actually be in the cockpit of one of these vehicles tonight. So, starting off in Canada, what's your first take of the Canadian Grand Prix?
So from what I've learned yesterday, there's a couple important parts to this track. Number one, if there is any rain at all, it's going to lay across the track. And going into turn 10, this big hairpin down towards the sector 3, that is an awful braking spot. You're going to slide off the track nearly every time. What I've also learned is that whoever is starting in second place is actually going to have an advantage going into turn 1, especially if he gets a good start, because what's going to happen is that person in first place is going to be on the left-hand side, and he's going to have the outside in turn 2, and that's naturally slower, especially if you don't get the best start. So whoever's going to line up second on the grid here is going to be probably going to have the advantage. I know that was true in the Div 2 race yesterday, but yeah, lots of penalties probably going to happen. This track is... well, if it's not handled cleanly, it's going to mess up a lot of people's nights, and, well, I'm excited, actually. Here we go again.
Yeah, same for me. We've been at Canada quite a bit this past little while in Midwest F1 League, and this is going to be the final one for the rest of the season, as we were kind of discussing beforehand. But if you are new to the multiplayer series, the way we go... oh, what the heck, I'm getting a little bit of a... delete that, my mistake. Okay, the way we do it a little bit differently here is that the tracks are told to the drivers about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours before the race starts. And so they have minimal time to kind of prep themselves. So today we're going to be going in Canada, which of course will be the last race of the MidWest Homestand. And then we're going to throw a wrench into the whole ordeal, and we're going to be heading off to the short track of Japan. So Suzuka and those Suzuka S's are going to be very, very fun to watch, and that's going to actually be a 50% race, seeing how it is such a short track. And so we're going to try and even out the times on the races here. But we are about to get underway. I can't exactly tell. Where are you starting on the grid?
I'm about 5th right now.
Okay, so not a bad start.
Currently behind Narniel.
Smith Pell actually got pole. Smith is going to push JC Blackley ever so slightly, and they're going to tap a bit. Our boy Hotspot still holding in 5th, gets tapped in the back by ZGS. Smith Pell still holding on to the lead. Narniel is actually coming right back at JC Blackley around the outside line, but JC's got the inside. Narniel's not going to back off. He actually does a Vettel, and third place is now in jeopardy for Narniel. Yomir sends it around the outside and overtakes Narniel. Hotspot, you're entering the party a little bit there. We'll get right on board with you and see what your vision
this
is.
corner is going to be tough because there was a lot of contact in the Div 2 race yesterday. If you don't give them enough space here, this is going to be actually a mess, as I think someone has just made contact up ahead of me. Actually a decent start. I was kind of expecting myself to lose some position, but right now I'm going to expect Narniel to go a little bit wide. That's Smith Pell. I've got into him just a little bit, but we've kept it clean.
A little bit of a love tap.
I've lost 5th as well.
Because of it. Now you're going to have random series, but he is about a second and a half behind you, as I'm kind of turned into your crew chief here. Now ZGS is on...
oh, it's raining. It's raining.
It's raining. Wow.
Goodness me.
ZGS actually started on hards, so you should have the advantage here. You're going to line up for the inside line. ZGS looks like he's got the straight line speed on you. You can outbrake him, though.
Well, I'm going to try not to dive him too quick, because I'm hoping that he goes wide on exit right here, because I'm going to have the overtake button, and he has. It's... oh, boy.
Cuts a little bit of the track, forces him off as well. You get the move done. Elbows out by the commentator.
Well, I mean, at least it was clean. I didn't get into him. I'm trying not to get into anybody. Oh, Smith Pell's gone off in front of me. He's nearly collected me as well. Oh, no, he's going to collect the guy behind me, barely.
No, the ghosting, I think, is accidentally on from the Mad Monkey Mafia there, and Random Serious didn't know. He ended up avoiding the whole situation and finds himself falling back from 16 to 8. We're going to have to go to
the inters, won't we?
Most likely coming up here.
I was trying to pay attention. Yep, onto the inters.
Yep. You've created an absolute lockup back there.
I braked way too late. I don't know if anybody was getting on me or not. I was trying to see what the new strategy was that came up on my screen, which was something that I didn't appreciate in the F2 race that I actually didn't know happened online. I don't know if we're boxing this lap. Yeah, we probably are, because it's telling me to. One thing I did not appreciate the last time when I was in the F2 races. When you try to talk to your crew chief, oh no, it's double stacked! Oh, you gotta be kidding me, this is not what I needed.
Oh no. Well, at least you got a little bit of time to talk to us even more.
I'm stuck in the pits for some reason. What's happening? Okay, there we go. The dude ahead of me was coming in. But that was one thing I found difficult, was because, normally when you're in single player, it tells you, okay, we think the intermediates are the best tires to go on. Well, it didn't do that. And I was kind of disappointed because I accidentally put on the softs, and we had about 5 laps to go, and I was slowly losing spots as Joic Fishing's going off ahead of me here. So that was kind of tough. So I had to finish that race on softs, and I ended up losing a lot more positions than I probably should have. Oh, I'm going to get loose coming out of that. That was tough.
So now a couple of drivers actually opted to stay out on the slicks, and that being Jacko Tier the Tier and Joe G Fishing. Not the right idea there, as they're all losing major time. We'll see Asnick here. Asnick's going to get in a short little fight with Jacko. Jacko's not going to be able to get anywhere near the same braking zone as Asnick, but Jacko doesn't lose too much time, but I think he's regretting not coming in a little bit earlier here.
I think the biggest danger with staying on the softs has got to be turn 10. I noticed that in the F2 race, and also in the sprint race as well. If you don't have the wets on there, you're going to slide off the track way past the outside white line, and that's where a lot of time is lost and also gained in that corner, so that's a big problem. As right now, I think I'm going to be picking up a couple spots here. Yeah, I've made my way up to 5th at the moment. Kind of 5 seconds back of Asnick at the moment. Hopefully I won't need to switch onto the full wets, which might be a possibility, assuming the rain doesn't dry up, which it doesn't look like it's going to.
JC Blackley is holding on to the lead quite a decent bit here, and he's actually trying to increase it on Yolmir as a second between the two. Or just under, sorry. Narniel's not too far out of that ordeal, being just a half second back. You found yourself 4 seconds behind Asnick, and Asnick's 8.5 behind the leading pack.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of comfortable where I am now, because we got... I'm not going to have... the car behind me is not going to have DRS. That's completely out the window at this point. So, I mean, as long as I don't completely botch a couple of these lines, I should stay in this position, and hopefully, if we do need to make up another stop for to put on the full wets, I'll have the upper hand on that. At the moment, intermediates are the tire of choice. We got a car coming in. I think that's... well, it's a gray car. I don't know who it is. I'm assuming it's Tinley. Something. I don't know who that is, actually.
Is Canada a track where you don't need DRS to pass? I imagine it's one of the tracks on the calendar where DRS isn't as important for your ability to pass.
Canada was one of the tracks, and I remember this as well from the Midwest Madness tournament, which I actually did quite okay in, surprisingly.
I think a 4th place finish for you.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is a track about patience, honestly. We saw it a lot in the Div 2 race yesterday, specifically for second place between, I believe it was Scavney and Narniel. Those two were battling for, right up until the last lap, and I think Scavney made a last lap pass. So it's really just about waiting until the cars ahead of you get penalties. DRS certainly does help, but the problem is that it's not going to matter if you don't have the good line through the chicanes or not, because, one mistake there, one slip up, and your night is over, no matter how good you do.
Exactly that.
This guy behind me, coming up a little close, gotten to the wall a little bit there, but still no damage. And I get a little bit on the left side. Could be worse. As I say that, Asnick has picked up a penalty ahead of me, though. He's about 5 seconds ahead, so bit of a problem there. We'll have to remedy that.
Yeah, ZGS is putting a pretty solid lap time here.
It really is, and this corner is tough as well, because it's very easy to get this line off as Joic Fishing's going off again ahead of me. I don't know if he's just... something's happened, but yeah, I assume I'm going to have this ZGS right behind me, which I in these next couple straights.
You got a little bit of help there. Random Series picked up a penalty 2 spots back, but he is just outside of striking distance to ZGS as well. Yolmir's still not able to get anywhere closer to JC Blackley as this has commenced. Same with Narniel, still about a half a second back. Now you're going to have to tell me if you hear any talk of weather change. Has anything...
Okay, yeah, I've just heard of something right now. He said I'm managing the tires really well. I don't think at the moment... It's very hard to tell because I think it could clear up. However, what I'm worried about is I don't think the race is long enough to clear up. You know what I mean? Like, we're only doing 25%, which in the 50% race, it was certainly, you know, that was a big change. But currently right now, okay, so the crew chief is telling me at the moment it's safe to stay on the inters. Jeff, very helpful there. Thank you, Jeff.
So most likely no pit stops for the rest of this race. We're just going to last out on these intermediates.
I'm hoping somebody ahead of me has a big incident or something, because right now it's very hard to make up any pace.
Yeah, Asnik's actually increasing that gap to you, and he's ever so slightly closing the gap to Narniel, but not anything truly to take home. Yolmir's actually getting a little bit closer to JC Blackley now, so maybe a lead change could be in the cards at some point in this race here. JC's got to slip up ever so slightly, and Yolmir needs to take advantage somewhere on this track, because the gap is now just in striking distance. About a half a second between the drivers actually grows to 8/10. I'll have to see how much.
And Jeff has just let me know that the track is going to start drying up very shortly, but the intermediates are still the way to go at the moment. So it looks like we're going to be having clear skies very shortly. Yeah, I'm not worried about Asnik putting up a gap ahead of me because, especially if the track is in the rain, I mean, he's already picked up a penalty. I'm sure he's going to... Well, I'm sure that once he, if we have to stop again to put on dries, he's going to take his penalty, which is going to help me. So, I mean, right now I'm not too worried about losing ground to him, because at the same time I'm also managing about 2 seconds on ZGS right behind me.
And
ooh, I've gotten a little slippy coming into that corner.
Random Series is putting the pressure on ZGS as well, and Janet Twin is actually right behind Random Series, so you're going to have a little bit of a battle commencing in behind you. You might be able to take advantage of all that. Helmut Jacko makes up another position now, going into 12th, overtaking Chunky Corgi, I think just after turn 2. But here we go, Random Series might take a run at ZGS. He's in the slipstream, getting a lot of spray up into the visor, has the inside line. ZGS outbreaks and takes the outside line and cuts turn 9, I believe that is, or no, turn 8. And now Random Series is going to send it to the inside of turn 10. The hairpin, and a little bit of a bump from Jinnit to win it is going to help out Random Series. And Random's going to get a clean overtake into turn 6 with a little bit of assistance from Jinnit to win it. Get a nice little love tap on ZGS, sending him too deep into the corner. But ZGS looking to come back, actually. He's trying to open up a line coming into turn 13, but Random Series closes the door and cuts both corners to solidify that spot. And Monkey Mafia is actually showing some pretty good pace as well. ZGS looking to come back into turn 1, but nothing there. Door is seemingly closed. Random Series taking a very blocking-esque racing line, but ZGS tries to do a little switchback around turn 2, and he's actually giving himself the inside line into turn 3. Random closes the door, doesn't give him the line, and ZGS is going to have to slot back into 7th place. Meanwhile, Jinnit Twin has kind of closed that gap between the two drivers, and he's looking at maybe overtaking one of them in a couple of these turns here, depending on if a mistake is made from either ZGS or Random Series. Monkey Mafia is actually also within a second, so we got 4 drivers all within a second here, running from 6th to 9th, so very, very close stuff here. And there we go, ZGS does make a mistake. Now it's going to open the door for Jinnit to win it, to take a lunge down the inside on turn 10. I think he's about to. ZGS goes to defend. Actually, he's got to give and concede the room, giving Jinnit the inside line, but sending it all the way around the outside. ZGS actually still holds on to the better traction, as it's going to still hold on to 7th place.
I must say that battle is making it very quiet around here as they come out at turn 14 behind me.
Yeah, you're there. That battle is just separating you from them.
So Jeff has just been telling me to keep managing the tires, which by context clues, I'm going to assume that we're probably not going to make another stop, but that could change. We've still got about 9 laps to go here. For me, at least. I don't know where the leaders are. They're probably way ahead of me.
They got about... on you. Oh, there we go. Janet gets a lovely little launch out. He's going to take the inside line into turn 6 and force ZGS around the outside. ZGS, trying to stay on track, is going to have to concede into 8th place. So now Janet into 7th, ZGS into 8th, and Monkey Mafia still in 9th, a little bit too far out of the party to try and also overtake ZGS. Best Pawn's picking up a penalty all the way down to 14th place, not the race that he was hoping for. Still quite a bit of lovely wet weather driving between all these 4 drivers here, actually. We'll get on with Yolmir as he... Oh, and Narniel actually must have got a really good run out of the World Champion chicane. He's got to lunge the inside on Yolmir, but Yolmir actually does a great job of braking later and holding solid traction around the outside on turn 1. He's going to hold on to 2nd place, but Narniel's not going to give in. Takes a look into turn 3, but opts out. And that train of 1, 2, 3 and JC Blackley, Yolmir, and Narniel are going to stay in place 1, 2, 3, going around into sector 2, starting with turn 6, going around turn 7. Does the group. JC gets the best jump of all 3 of them. Yolmir losing a little bit of time, but nothing to worry about, as he's still going to hold on to 2nd place.
I gotta say, turn 6 has been kind of a mess so far. That if you don't get that braking point right, you're gonna go a bit wide, and that's not the transition you want into turn 7. You want a nice, smooth transition with just having your right sides caress the rumble strips on the inside of 7, and then so that's ideally the line that you want. But if you take that late braking, that's gonna make turn 6 a lot slower. But for now, I'm actually managing this okay. Turn 10, I've been handling really well. I've been doing pretty good in sector 1. Sector 2, I'm a bit slow still in. I mean, that gap behind me, I'm not worried about. I ran them. They both have 6 seconds and still put a solid gap on them. Jeff at the moment is telling me we're still on the right tires, so the chance of getting another pit stop's slowly starting to wane away. But this has been a fun race so far. I mean, not too many incidents from the look of it. That sounds like a great battle that's happening behind me. Hopefully I'll be able to close this gap onto Asnick in a couple laps here, hopefully. Ooh, I've gotten a bit slippy coming out of 7 there. I had to do a bit of Tokyo drift, which should be happening next race, not this one. But I'm intended somewhere. Safety car? What? Goodness me, now this is throwing only the biggest wrench into the plan. Who's caused the safety car here? We've got I actually have no idea. I saw someone retired from the session, but I've got no clue who it is. Not entirely sure what's going to happen here with the safety car. Got JC in front of me. JC is one of the best defensive drivers that I've seen. So this is going to be actually really tough here. But hopefully, if I can play my cards right, we'll get a good launch. JC's actually an AI right now, so maybe it just paused because we're under the safety car. Oh, what is my tire wear looking like right now? 35%. Part of me wants to stay to the end on these tires. Part of me also thinks I'm stupid, so we're going to see what the leaders do ahead of me. Nope, they're staying out. On my left side, they're getting a little cold at the moment. I wonder where Crash is going. I haven't heard from him in about 10 minutes. It seems like 10 minutes. May or may not have just ran into JC Blackley. Yup. Damn it. Oh, goodness me, I've ran into the back of JC Blackley. I've completely toasted my race. It's over now. Urgh, that's tough. I didn't even mean to. I just lost a lapse in focus there for about half a second. Yet again, I have choked a possible podium. Oh, goodness me, that's tough. I'm going to be overtaken here very short. Oh, I've just been put in the fence. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know who's came under me there going into turn 1, but I've been completely hooked into the fence. And I'm now back to 11th, and I've got some massive front wing damage. And I've been given another penalty. Goodness me, that shouldn't have happened. Oh yeah, my front wing is completely gone. I'm like the last car on track probably right now. I don't know who that was behind me, but whoever it was did not have the room on the right-hand side there, and he chose to take it anyways. Tough. Well, I guess the pit stop's probably going to have to be taken now, so.
Hotspot, I am still here, sorry, but I'm in a very important call, so you take away
okay, my bad.
Yeah, I'm still going to be
no problem.
operating the camera.
Okay, alright, cool. So basically what's happened there is I've been going into turn 1, and I had 5 seconds. I ran into the back of JC under safety car because I had a lapse of judgment. I was in a braking zone going into turn 10, and I was something's just happened. I don't know. I had a lapse in judgment, a lapse in focus, So then I tried going into turn 1, and I had someone trying to creep down the right-hand side, and I've just been completely turned into the fence in turn 1, and that's probably completely toasted my race as well. Good thing there's only 2 laps to go here. That's quite unfortunate, actually. I was having a really good race. I think that's just very, very unfortunate. So I'm going to probably finish 14th here. I think Best Pawns is just going off over in the corner. Oh yeah, he's fitted softs. I hope the Suzuka race isn't going to be like this. I mean, I hope I get a solid starting spot, but even if I don't, I want to keep it as clean as possible. I'm not exactly sure if I don't know. Part of me thinks I didn't leave him too much room on the right-hand side. Whoever it was, I think it could have been Monkey Mafia, but whoever it was behind me certainly had a doing in that. But, it's whatever. At least this is Friday and not the Formula 2 race, which I was actually... that was kind of... I don't want to say that was ultra important, but I was certainly trying to score points there, and did a pretty good job, actually. Okay, I actually quite like Canada. It's a shame this is the last time I'm going to be on the circuit, and the Midwest F1 League is going to come to this, because I have... this is one of my favorite circuits, and not even to mention the fact that for the Midwest Madness, I put in, probably about 150 laps on this circuit, just in time trials, just trying to get everything right, trying to hit my marks constantly. So yeah, I mean, this is tough. So I think right now I'm just going to try to set the fastest lap, honestly. As I've got, I think that's Best Pawns ahead of me. Only 1 lap of fuel left. We're going to be coming through Sector 3 here very shortly. Best Pawns is, he's going holographic. As the track is starting to dry up now as we head on to the final lap. Best Pawns is still a hologram. His hologram's gone off track. Man, I was kind of looking forward to doing a shoey as well if I got on the podium. I was actually really looking forward to that. I have I found a leftover bottle of sparkling cider at the dollar store next door. And, yeah, I was kind of looking forward to that, but, maybe next race. I couldn't tell who won the race there. I'm kind of just focusing on hitting my marks at this point. See if I can set the fastest lap. Sector 1 and Sector 2 have both been fast. Got 3 seconds worth of penalties, but that's not going to matter. Both the cars behind me have full laps of just laps down. Alright, so I come home 14th. I don't know about anyone behind me. I can't tell the, what do you call it, but, yeah, that was quite the fun race. So, as it looks right now, Yolmir took the W that race. Narniel, who, unfortunately had the podium stripped away from him in the final corner of yesterday's Div 2 race. He finishes second. Machako finishes third. JC Blackley in fourth. I think that was, couldn't read the rest of it. It was cut off at the last second, but we'll read that again in just a minute. It comes back. Sutnick gets, driver of the day. So yeah, next we head over to Suzuka, the short circuit of Suzuka, and it's a 50% race. I am not good at Suzuka. I don't have a setup already made for it. Um, I am not. I don't want to say I'm not excited, but I am slightly dreading this. As we're going to take a look at our final results. Yolmir in first, Narniel second, Majako third, JC Blackley in fourth, Monkey Mafia fifth, Smith Pell in sixth, Asutnik seventh, Tear the Tear in eighth, Jenna to win it in ninth. Jenna to win it, who's swept both previous Friday showcases. Random Serious in 10th, Chunky Corgi in 11th, Nikki 64 in 12th, ZGS 13th, myself in 14th, Vespons 15th, Joe Egg Fishing in 16th, and Feeman rounding out the field in 17th. Here we go, Suzuka Shore. I don't even think I've ever been on the short circuit of this track. I'm really excited to make a fool of myself, but 11 out of the drivers ready. We got race starting in, just about 10 seconds here. I'm not going to ask that I keep myself out of trouble right now. I'm just going to hope that, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't have many expectations for this track. I've never once raced on it. So, I mean, yeah, this is going to be a 50% race, because of the track is so short. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know how many laps it's going to be. I just know that it's 50%, so. But a very entertaining first race from the sounds of it. Hopefully this race is just as good. I'm going to apologize in advance if I don't commentate too much. I'm just going to, again, I've never touched this circuit before, so it might be a little quiet through a little bit, but it is what it is. Yeah, so hopefully the Div 2 race is going to be up within the coming days. Today it was just unfortunate that the upload YouTube kind of crapped its pants again, and I'm just going to stick with the balanced preset. I'm going to go to the increased preset. Preset number 4, that's all I know for this race. I'm starting well back in the grid, probably about, 15th at the moment? Yeah, sounds about right. Hopefully we get a good clean start here. I'm not going to be looking to make too many positions on the start. I'm going to at least try to go around these couple cars ahead of me. As long as I can get within top 10, and maybe if the pit strategy works out, I could be looking at a better result. But right now, this starting position is not exactly the best, and I expect there to be a lot of chaos coming through this corner, so as long as I keep it clean, we should be okay. Lights out, and away we go. I I can't tell who's ahead of me. I'm going to get around ZGS. That's payback for last time. Coming into the first corner, I'm going to take the inside. Going under Tier the Tier in the grass. Tier the Tier went off big time. I'm next to Joe Egg fishing. I tried to get under him. Oh, I'm going to try to save the car. I can't. Oh, disappointing start for myself. Oh, I thought Tier the Tier was going off ahead of me. Yolmir has just spun around. Best Pawns has spun around. Random Series has spun around. I was trying my damnedest to try to get around Tier the Tier on the inside in the grass because I thought he was just going to slide up the track and collect all the cars ahead of him, but he ended up not doing that. As we got Joe Egg fishing. Oh, I think I might actually pick up a couple spots here. Oh, no, now I'm in the gravel. No, I've spun around. I've done a spinala. Oh, my goodness, and I've gone from Ayrton Senna to Alex Albon in one corner. So that was a chaotic first lap, and I've somehow found myself in last place. At least I don't have any penalties at the moment, though. That's probably pretty good. That was a chaotic first lap. I'm actually quite surprised we didn't have a safety car. Yeah, it may have been a little foolish of me to try to take the inside there in the grass, but as a Monkey Mafia gets the fastest lap, and Jocko then setting the fastest lap. It's very hard to know when to use the overtake button as well, because you're kind of at a loss for when to use it. That's a tough corner there. DRS enabled. Well, I'm not finishing last. That's good news. So the pit window is about lap 13. In between that and 19, Random Series just ahead of me. Getting on the grass just a little bit more than I should. Oh yeah, I'm struggling at the moment. So pit window is lap 13, so I'm going to try to come in on lap 12 as someone's going off ahead of me. That's Feeman. Up to 15th now. Now I'm slowly starting to make position. And we're going to get rain. 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, we're getting rain. Goodness me. Okay. As if they couldn't throw enough monkey wrenches into this race. So lap 12 is what I'm going to pit at. It says lap 13, but what I've noticed is most of the leaders pit a lap early, so I'm going to be taking that lap 12 strategy as well. Nikki's left the session. I think I'm starting to get a hang of the track a little bit. Setting good times in sectors 1 and 2. Well, I've done myself a good lap there, actually. Slowly starting to cut down the gap on Joe Egg fishing. That was exceeding track limits. You sure about that? Okay. I have no idea what's happening up at the top of the field right now, so if that's pointless, if what I'm saying is pointless information and has nothing to do with what's going on up there, I have no clue, so apologies for that, but I gotta say, this is actually doing quite fun, and my internet's holding up pretty well, so maybe this won't be the last time I step into a car. I'm kind of hoping for a safety car, if I'm completely honest. When I said that last race, and well, we know what happened there. As we get an overtake in front of me, I believe Joe Egg Fishing's just been done in by the best pawns that he has.
Oh my god, that couldn't have been timed any worse.
He's back.
Holy Christ. I mean, the government of Canada has got to answer, right? But,
wait, what?
Yeah. And I'm back in. Okay, so right now, where I am currently at, we'll kind of go through the way that the positions have changed. I heard that you are in quite an unfortunate situation off the get-go, but with 20 laps to go, you still got a chance to make up some ground here. You're going to work on Joji.
Yeah, and I'm also hearing rain in about 15 minutes. I don't know if you picked up. Oh my goodness, someone has just died over there.
Gone.
Oh, goodness me. And this is, well, the safety car that I've been hoping for.
Just a VSC. It's kind of weird how they do a VSC with such a short track. But what's the Suzuka short track like?
So actually, I'm quite enjoying this right now. This final corner here is actually really tough because if you hold your speed, if you don't hit the brakes early enough, you're going to go into the gravel, which I learned on the first lap. This corner here, that was a mess at the beginning of the race.
Oh yeah.
As Joe Egg Fishing as VSC's ending now, and I've passed him right at the beginning of it.
DRS is right back up, and
where's your DRS? Front stretch?
There? Or no, pit. It just says DRS. Yeah, DRS is in the pit stretch.
Okay.
So on with Random Series to see if he can take a run at Chunky Corgi here. I'll get the rest of my stuff up, and apologies to people who are viewing the stream currently, but I was unfortunately away, and Hotspot did a lovely job, as I assume.
Oh, thank you.
Doing what he could to keep the stream as entertaining as it is, but Random Series gets an overtake on Chunky Corgi in turn 1. He's going to continue on through the slalom, and Chunky Corgi has lost it now as well, as he's into the wall. So that's another driver out. That's 3 so far. I saw Nicky retire early on. I'm not sure if he caught that, but he drifted right into the into the pit lane, which brought an end to his Grand Prix. Joji Fishy going into the wall, and that's Smith Pell.
Another safety car.
Joji,
oh, goodness me.
Ever so slightly hitting.
Well, I've managed to save myself a top 10 right now. I think I'm going to try pitting this lap. I know the pit window is at lap 13, but I'm thinking that if I take this stop early under the VSC, it's going to play into my favor. So that is what I'm going to do. Box this lap, please. Box this lap. Nope. Okay, that doesn't work. You have to actually do the button. Sorry, for those of you who don't know, I actually try to use the voice commands a little bit because I hate looking at things on the screen.
Yeah.
And of course the VSC ends now! Oh, goodness me, that is a complete waste of time.
Who do we lose in there? ZGS spins out, and luckily for Ghosting, or else he would have taken Joji with him. But quite a bit of penalties are being handed out for speeding into pit lane. It's kind of a different entrance from what we normally have in Suzuka here.
A couple people are picking up those penalties as well. We got the cars in the pits behind me. Asnick nearly got into me, though he is ghosted right now.
He's ghosted as well.
Marker.
Because you're...
Yeah.
Asnick? No, he's third. You're the back marker in this situation.
Oh, am I? Oh.
Yeah. You're 10th.
Oh, so I'm in 10th and I'm a lap down. Imagine.
Yeah, well, man, the laps are only like 20 seconds long.
Yeah, true.
And then Narniel into the pits. So this is kind of like a pit strategy race. And
it really is.
Where's ZGS going off? ZGS went off in turn 1. Or no, that's the final turn. Okay, so I'm on with Jacko. Let's see what Jacko sees. And ZGS is into the gravel after turn 1 there.
Another virtual safety car.
Yes, another car bites the dust. Suzuka claims another victim, and a VSC is out once again.
We're down to 13. I thought coming up to 10th was good. It suddenly is the standard.
Yeah, not doing too bad. You may be a lap down, but still.
Well, I think I'm going to get this lap back, especially if the leaders pit here, which I'm hoping for. I'm still about 500 over under Delta. Oh, there it goes now. Over. Oh, and here comes the rain as well.
That's going to throw a wrench into things.
It said 15 minutes. I don't think it's been 15 minutes since then, but I'm really hoping that doesn't, as it is starting to get a bit cloudy, especially in the first couple corners. VSC's ending now. There we go.
So Jinnit and Jacko have been on the mediums for the entire race here. Now they're probably just going to last out until this rain takes over and switch on to the inters. Monkey Mafia is 25 seconds back. He just pitted onto mediums, so must not have been thinking that the rain was going to come this race. The best Ponce just lasted out on those softs. 13 laps deep, 14 laps now, so best Ponce is actually about to get overtaken. With the best Ponce in 4th place, Jinnit to win it is about to lap him. So we've got somewhat of a McLaren or a Mercedes battle here with Jinnit to win it and Jacko. I think ghosting on this track was probably the best bet, as it makes it so guys don't have to worry about blue flagging and getting over, as there's not much room for it. So now we have had first place lap the entire field all the way down to fourth place. Oh, and the best pawns loses it going into the pits. Now Jack goes into the pit. Okay, so I can give you a little bit of pit strategy here.
So Jeff's going to be telling me to come in again very shortly, which I don't know why he's doing that, as I've just put on a fresh set of mediums.
Okay, Jacko actually just threw on a fresh pair of slicks. But it looks like the best pawns is going to Inters? Or, no, Smith
Inters,
Pell.
alright.
Smith Pell went to Inters.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. It's not even raining yet.
Yeah, I think he messed up, because the best pawns also went to slicks. So, I don't think you're going to need to pit. Narniel's off in 5th. Jinnet's still holding on to those mediums.
Oh no, I've hit the curb in the corner, I've gone off again!
At least you're not out.
Alex Albon has returned to Suzuka twice this race.
Now you've moved some tires onto the track, or some cones, sorry, onto the track.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, who's gone off? Is that... I think that's Smith Pell. Yeah, Smith Pell is unfortunately off with the intermediates. He's probably going to pit and change into something here. Oh, we actually got a little bit of battle between Asnick and Narniel. Ooh, Asnick does a nice little lunge back, but gets a little too nervous going through that final turn, and Narniel is able to send it around. Now, Random Series is getting ever so close to Asnick. He might look for an overtake. Actually, a VSC ruins the entire fight.
Oh, this VSC is killing me, man. Every lap, it feels like. Though I am doing okay in 8th place, but I mean, it's not like a safety car where you can actually like get back into position.
Yeah.
This is just a completely different. Like, don't exceed Delta pace.
Yeah, there's not going to be any safety cars in this race, and Asnick was warming up his tires and went off track entirely there, but luckily Random Series was nice enough to give him his position back. But yeah, that final turn, that final big loop, really messes with the eyes. That's for sure. You judge it differently than what it is. I don't know if Jinnet's going to even pit. It's got to be mandatory, right?
How have they given me a 3-second penalty? I was about less than a tenth of a second. It's okay, it's only a drive-through, which could be worse.
It looks like rain's coming down now, though.
Okay, that might actually be helpful, as I'm going to be... Of course. Approaching the back markers now. Ter's going to get out of the way. Thanks, Ter. Appreciate that.
Let's see, Asnick's got the inside line now, and he gets an overtake into 4th place. So Narniel's going to slide in behind.
I guess I'm going to take my drive-through now. I don't see there being...
Oh, and Random Series actually gets an overtake as well. Now Random Series jumps ahead of Asnick, because Asnick goes and he gets onto the dirt.
Just keep driving, come on. Stretch. Okay, here we go. We got, what, 8 laps left? Best pawns. I've lost all my progress on him.
Jinnet's on lap 22 right now, so I don't know how many laps.
Oh, he's on.
down.
Oh, I'm 2 laps down.
Oh no.
Well, the rain is starting to show up now. Part of me wants to kind of play the risk idea and not even attempt to put on the intermediates, because I don't think the track is going to get wet enough to put them on.
We'll see. We'll see.
Which I thought was the answer in the F2 race, but that was wrong. So
I'm your inside man here, so I can tell you what else everyone is doing. But it doesn't look like I'm seeing anyone really into the pit as of right now. Ooh, Asnick gets really loose out of what is kind of turn 9 or 8, the final turn.
I must say, this is a fun track. I didn't really have high hopes for it on a personal scale. This is actually quite fun.
Now, when it's thrown into the rest of the race, it's not the best. Honestly, it can be really fun for sure, the S's, but when you're doing them over and over and over again, and you're getting the timing down, then it can be fun. But if you're doing a full race and you just get thrown into it, and you don't have your timing down on the turns, then it can really suck.
Mm.
in my opinion.
All right. So I'm within the 6 seconds on best pawns here, so I think the answer is I am going to stay out on the mediums, or the braking zones are starting to get a little bit earlier than they normally are.
The best pawns also has 6 seconds worth of penalty here, so you just got to stay within that 6 second mark, and then you're actually going to jump up into 8th place. Oh, there we go. We see Jinnit into the pits. We'll see where he comes out. Jacko went for the undercut, and he's going to get the overtake back on Jinnit. So Jinnit going 25 laps on mediums, pits really late, and is now 2.5 seconds back of Elma Jacko with 2 laps to go, or 2.5 laps. So about a tenth every turn, the guy's got a chance, but that's a very tall order. He's already shaved off a half a second, so maybe we might see something yet. He's got to take off a whole second and a bit here to leave himself a little bit of room, because he's still got to catch up and then make the move. But he's got the far fresher softs. He's able to completely outbrake him. The ghost cars aren't going to do anything to change his braking points as he's flying here, and he's making up some crazy ground now. Just over a second out, he can see him now. Just one turn ahead. Jacko's got to know that his gap is closing, and Jinnit's going to get DRS. Does Jacko? Jacko doesn't. So that's going to help out Jinnit down the straight here. We might have a late position change. You get an overtake done on the best pawns.
That was a close one. He was starting to pick up some pace in the straight there. I didn't think I was actually going to have enough room, but somehow I've managed to get in front of him before the braking point. So that was actually cleverly done. So only 30 seconds to go.
Okay, you're about to have the leaders come around as Jinnit might have a final move in the final turn. He needs one more lap, but it looks like a hot spot. Your day is done. Jacko's going to come over the line. Jinnit in second. Hot spot. You take 8th. Very well done.
I tell you what, after starting 15th, I'll take 8th.
Yeah, not too shabby. And with a couple of the crashes and this and that, yeah, nothing really to complain about here, but it's going to be about a couple more seconds for the rest of these drivers to come around the track. Random Series is actually the last one, finishing up the final turn. 4th place for him, 8th place for Hotspot, and Random Series gets very loose just to end it on a high note, drifting around the final turn. And that is about it for the multiplayer series. So fun stuff. Did you enjoy your day in the cockpit tonight?
That was fun. I think kind of unfortunate what happened to me in the first race. I think I could have very well had a podium if those turn of events didn't happen. But that second race was just completely and totally random. I don't think anybody expected. I mean, we came into it not knowing what was going to happen, and that was actually really exciting. That track is pretty solid, actually. Hopefully, either next week on Friday, or even on the F2 race, hopefully somebody needs a reserve driver, because I'll be there again. That was actually fun. My internet's actually held up really well, surprisingly. It didn't do that good on Wednesday, but yeah, solid stuff all around, I'd say.
Good to hear. Yeah, not a couple of decent finishes from you, like you said, could have been better, but you'll take those in the end. Alright, now we'll go through the final finishing order once again here. So we got Elma Jacko, Jinnit to win it, Monkey Mafia, Random Series, Asnik, Narniel, Yolmir, Hotspot, the best pawns in Tier the Tier, finishing out the top 10. The last 2 drivers to finish in this race were Feeman and Joji Fishing. Unfortunately, we had 5 guys out, 3 of them very early, and then the last 2 were taken throughout the race. Smith Pell, ZGS, Chunky Corgi, JC Blackley, and Nickley, unfortunately DNFing this session, but still many more races to go in the multiplayer series, so time to gain that lost time back. But anywho, Hotspot, I'm going to move onward to the Midwest My Team career, so if you want to stay tuned for that, please do, as I'm going to try and be interactive with the chat and see what I can do in this Midwest career. But if you want to say your goodbyes, then please do take as much time as you need.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I'm going to try to get Div 2 posted up either tomorrow or by Monday at the absolute latest. By the way, if there's anybody watching that's like in the league and wants to try commentating, I could sure use a hand on Thursdays. It's a lot of people look at it and they're like, "Oh, this is actually quite difficult." I'm afraid of the camera, of my voice, whatever it is. Trust me, it gets so much easier. I mean, if you look at Albert Park Circuit, the first race of Div 2, that was the first F1 commentary I've ever done at all. And that one, didn't go that bad whatsoever. And, it's also, as I said, it's actually a lot easier when you got someone else in the booth with you, as got my buddy here with me who's actually does really well, even though today he had a little bit of a phone call to go take. But, yeah, no, if you're interested in doing it and you kind of just want to, I don't know, I mean, if you need someone to like help you get settled into it, hit me up on the Discord or whatever. I'd be willing to help you out. Could always use the help. So yeah, just get in touch. It's worth a shot, it really is. But yeah, for me that's going to be it. So I'll let you take it away with your my team that you've got going on. So see everybody next week.
Good stuff. Thanks very much, Hotspot. Yeah, we'll see you very soon. Have a good rest of your weekend, and
You too.
enjoy your time. But yeah,
Absolutely.
on to my team career I go. Now, I'd like to get as much input as I can from the chat. So if you are interested in helping me out, please give in your thoughts and ideas. But we'll start off here. If you have anything that you want to add, please do. But we'll kind of keep it simple. I don't really know what face to do. Don't want to do anything too crazy. I think we'll just go with a generic one and then just stick with that guy. Who looks like a fast driver here? Who looks like he'd be quick? Oh, if there's a, I wish you could be. If you could be Raccoonathan. Who looks like he'd be quick? Oh, who looks like kind of an asshole? Who looks like a guy that's like he knows he's fast. Something that, he's got a little bit of a cockiness, swagger to him. This, he looked a little cocky on the side photo. This guy kind of looks like a baked Daniel Ricciardo, but also Daniel Ricciardo kind of looks like a baked Daniel Ricciardo as well. Let's just keep it with big ears over here. Now, as for country, do we go Canada or do we go somewhere else? Singapore, it can be South Africa. El Salvador, Saudi Arabia, all these options here. Have any suggestions? Be sure. I mean, we can go Iceland. I think we need to go Iceland. Okay. For an Icelandic name. Okay. Let's see. Yo, JC, you're gonna help me out here? Viking name generator. Since we're gonna be from Iceland. Which generation do you? Is this Viking name generator? Which? Okay. I'm a millennial. What do you currently do in life? Good question. I do not work an full time student. Okay, let's go with that. What is your deepest desire? Inner and outer peace, a passionate world, personal growth, finding true love, understanding other people. What would you say is your strongest quality? A bright spark, kind, creative, strength, confidence. I mean, I like to say kindness, but I also like to say intelligence. Is this actually gonna bring me to a freaking name generator, or am I just like gonna give my computer a virus here? What do you play in friendship? I am the guy who makes people laugh. How often do you work out? Not much right now. Work out every. Let's do that one. What did you? Okay, this is. Why are so many questions? Oh my god. Why did you take this test? I was bored. Why do you dream about when you sleep? You know. Okay. If you're an animal, what would you be? Okay, now this is a good question. How may we be of assistance, Mr. McQueen? I'm trying to. My guy's from Iceland here, and I'm going through a Viking name generator. So, if I were an animal, what would you be? A dog or a wolf, a tiger, lion, jaguar, gazelle, horse, giraffe, owl, falcon, eagle, or dolphin? I mean, a lion. Do you have a bucket list? Yes. Okay. I'm a male. Now enter your name. Like, real name? Oh, jeez. Oh god, do I actually enter my name? Okay, name me. Eldgrim Godfred. Okay, I dig that. Okay. Eldgrim. Okay. Godfred. That's a pretty killer name. I don't want to do God because that seems pretentious. Audio name. Is it gonna be like there's gonna be an Eldgren? Ellis, Engineer, Edwards, G. Goodall, Gowers, Griffith, Hawk. Like what? Iceman. I mean, I'd like to do that, but I'm sure I won't be. Con, Knight. Come on, give me something. Give me something that's not douchey. Mr. Monaco. Yeah, that's not douchey. Number 34. Okay, in career, the reigning champions intelligent driver number 1. Would you like? Yeah. Confer profile. Remember, you can customize your helmet. Okay. Eldgrim Godfred.
Now, let's set up some of the key details of your new team.
Okay.
We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give
What's the team name? Obviously, it's got to be the Midwest. F. See, now, like, you gotta, like, throw in something cool, like Midwest International. Intercontinental. That sounds pretty good. I think international is the way to go. International. Do I got enough room for racing? No. International. RG for racing group. That sounds pretty good.
Nice. Now,
Midwest International RG. I think that sounds pretty skookum. Okay, I need some income here. So, like, am I starting this? Should I start this team mid-pack, or like should I start it up at the top? Like, do I? Like, where should I get the team going? Go bonus weekly income. Complete a full season. Finish 10th or better in your constructors. That seems pretty easy. Earn 15 constructor champion points in a season. As a team, achieve 2 points finishes during a season. Okay, there's more. Finish 8th or better in the constructors championship. Earn 5 constructors championship points in a season. As a team, achieve 5 finishes. 5 points finishes. Earn 5 constructors 25. I think this is doable here. The engine. What do we want to do with the engine here, folks?
So let's sign a power unit supplier now. We need both performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books, we're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
How much money do we have right now? I kind of want to just send it to Ferrari right now. I mean, Renault's the obvious choice. Do we want to compete right away? Like go hunt and then... Do we a Merc? I think we can do a Merc. Let's float a Merc.
All the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you. These are the drivers available to be your first teammate. They all have their own strengths.
Mazepin. No, thank you.
Drivers earn acclaim based
Okay.
on their performance.
Alright, I know how to play the game, thank you very much.
Enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they'll earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's
Can you skip this?
the more
Can you skip this guy?
earned to spend on vehicle upgrades.
I'd love to skip this. Mazepin. Oh god, Jacko.
When opportunities arise, awareness
Let
shows
me
the driver's ability to
please get through this.
and incidents. Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
Okay. No. Oh, Callum. Antoine. I'm Antoine. I got Hubert in my team. Now I'm thinking one of these four drivers here. We're international, right? We got to be international. All due respect to Antoine, may he rest in peace. But I mean, 79 pace, 66 awareness. He's just got really slow or really low experience and a little bit lower awareness. I think he might be. Yeah, I think you may be right there, Jacko.
Looks like we
Okay.
can afford this power unit supplier and teammate.
Seeing how I've got no other rebuttals in chat, then yeah. Alright, I dig.
Let's select or edit the livery we'll be running this season.
Now let's see. Okay, I made this one prior to.
We can edit our look at any time.
Do we dig? I don't have any liveries for this. Yeah. See, I think that's pretty skookum. I dig that. Okay.
Now we need a badge for our team branding.
Okay,
Select
badge.
an existing
We're gonna go with
badge
that one.
released. We need to pick team colors for the rest of our branding. Great.
Oh shoot. We just go black and then white. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Just keep it simple here. So we're gonna do full 22 races, one shot qualifying, 5 lappers. I'm gonna try and get through as much possible as I can. One shot formation lap off, race distance, just 5 laps. We'll throw it to about my difficulty, which is 95. We'll see what I can do. Flashback, vehicle damage. We'll go full corner cutting. See now, like the corner cutting in game compared to like how it is IRL is completely weird. Like they let drivers get away with so much more IRL than they do in this game, so I'm gonna keep it as regular. Race starts, manual, tire temperature, driver move assist, corners only, no traction. I've got anti-brakes on because I need that. Manual. Okay, yes. Alright. Let's start this. We've got it. We're in now. Eldgrim Godfred is on his way into the Formula One world. The Midwest International Racing International Racing Group is underway. You didn't need to touch that guy's mic. It was fine. Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team.
Is there any way to skip what this guy's talking about? It'd be really nice.
Most exciting and the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT, and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams, and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver.
Owner, also
With
his
history
driver.
in Formula One too,
Wow.
Sir Jack Brabham, John
Ooh, we
Surtees,
actually got a
Graham
follow
Hill,
from a couple of
and
guys
Bruce
here
McLaren all drove
that I
their own
wasn't
cars
able
in
to
the
see.
sport.
Weird tag,
As
if you're
the
still in
team
there, thank you so much for the follow. It's
increasingly
actually very
rare
much
in
appreciated.
recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the
Fenix617,
team
thank you as
itself
well,
is new
and
to Formula
Real
One,
Tato
so
Bro,
too is its
also
red
thank you.
and
Usually I try and do my best I can to shout
whatever
out
happens
everyone that
this
follows,
season,
but I
you've
was
already
obviously
made
not
history.
on the ball today.
However,
Whatever happens
you
this
feel
season, you've
up
already
for
made the
another
history
task
books. Do you
of
feel up to the
managing
mammoth
and
task of
driving
both
your
managing and
favorite
driving in
team?
Formula One? Nothing easy is worth doing. Okay, this isn't about me, it's about my team. I won't lie, it's been a lot of work and even more to come, but I wouldn't even have taken on this task if I didn't believe. That sounds pretty honorable. I like that.
Every team needs two drivers. But what was it that drew you to your teammates?
Their skill sets really suits our team. We've seen what they can do on paper and see a lot of potential. It was tough to get any drivers assigned to a new team, but I'm glad we took a gamble. Just finding the right fit for our team. They understand that we're new and appreciate the opportunity to find their skill set, or we've seen a lot. Yeah, I think we've seen the potential. We know what we're getting, or we know that Illick can provide us with a lot here. No one aims to finish on who's the team you're aiming to beat. Okay, so now in this, now I'm gonna need a little bit of, I need someone to pipe up here. If this is where we decide on where we're gonna be to start our year. So do we want to be mid-pack with AlphaTauri, or a little bit lower with Haas, or really low with Alfa Romeo, or the lowest with Williams? Now, that's a big question here. I feel like I wanna try and fight for some points here because I made that big goal. So I think I need to go to AlphaTauri. But I think I'm just gonna I need to go to AlphaTauri here. Well,
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
so now I guess this is where I decide what is best for the team to start. We focus heavily on maximizing traction. Chassis balance is incredible, making the car as responsive as possible. Sim data looks good. We don't know until we get on track. Let's do that one. Yeah, okay.
The
So
other
aero
teams now
department.
have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
Fresh pair of eyes can find solutions. Fuel loads are key to reducing weight. The Aero has brought in completely power unit, and we found, yeah, that sounds pretty good. I like that. Make sure to give everyone a little bit of love here.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport.
Overtaking is, we
How
got
have you ensured that your car can take advantage of
we
these
produced a really
opportunities?
streamlined car. We expect, okay. Oh, that was Aero. What was I doing there? I just did Aero.
Finally, which of your new departments are you most proud
Well,
of?
I gotta go chassis. Didn't do anything to durability there.
Well, that's about
They're gonna
all
be
we've
pissed.
got time for
Durability
here
department's gonna
this
be
season.
pissed.
This fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap. No, thank you. But yeah, I'll be going for another 45 minutes here. I'll try and I should be able to get a couple of races in, but I'm going to try and make this a tradition or a continuation on Friday night. Tonight's just the groundwork here, so I know everything about my team career.
Why not take a stroll around HQ?
Well, I mean, I guess that will help out Callum quite a bit. Oh, shoot. How many days is that? 2, 4, 5. Okay, so we're actually going to switch that to...
It's important to use the
Okay.
time between races to the fullest extent.
And then 2, 4, 6. Okay, so then we can only fit in one here.
Maximize the team's performance.
Right, is that 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Oh, cool. So I can't even fit in. I can only fit in, okay, power, durability focus, or aero chassis focus. Useless. A little bit of cash. Don't really need it right now. Preseason driver press tour. No, okay. What do we reckon here? Anyone got anything to say? Durability or aero chassis? think we need to do durability and powertrain. We kind of snub durability a little bit. Well, I'm flat broke. How much? Okay, we can start on R&D right away. Oh, we're red? I thought we'd be black. Yeah, I agree, but we snubbed durability quite a bit. Oh, why does it have to be 5? Is this still 500? No, it's 525. We can't even put another one. Okay, so onward. On to the car reveal. Let's see this bad boy. No Rich Energy logos on our team. We don't want to take that risk. She's sexy. She is a sexy looking beast. Oh, there we go. Trophy for the boys. Alright, new sim. Oh, what? I was able to get more. I didn't see the resource points that I got for free. Okay, power unit's good, so she needs it. 40% chance of failure, that hurts out. And start off with durability there. One of those is most likely gonna fail. But let's get. Oh, beautiful. So that got fitted right away. Where are we in R&D? Oh, just above AlphaTauri there. So an outside chance at points. A very outside chance. Oh man, I wish that the team was black. There's so many reds in the league. It would have been. I mean, of course, now Mercedes has the black car, but for this year, I assume only. I haven't heard or seen anything of them changing that up, but. We'll mute that. Okay. We'll just get right into this. We'll do a couple practices. Need to gain that. Need to gain a little bit of points here. And I need to, get myself back into the Formula 1 swing of things. As I may commentate on this quite a bit, but I don't play as much as I'd like. It's part of doing too much other stuff. We'll start off, we'll do a little bit of P1, then we'll just sim through. We'll sim. Oh, I don't have any setups. Jacko, do you have a setup, actually? I can't remember. I don't know what my setup is in my on my no, not off the top of my head. Sorry, no worry. Okay, I'll just pull one up here. So Australian, or do I just jump right into it? No, yeah. What am I talking about? This P1 Australian Grand Prix set up. Okay, real spot usually is pretty good. Okay, thank you.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish.
Oh, wasn't that really
Our journey
nice?
to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. Garage tutorial. Thank you. Okay, car setup here. So it's giving us a 5.4. Transmission. It's giving us a drop down entirely. Okay, suspension 3.10, 1.4, 111, 3.8. Okay, okay.
When you get a chance, make sure to
We
run
got a
some of our
4, we got a
practice
2,
programs.
we
They
got a
don't all need
5,
to be done in one
we got
session,
a
but
5,
there's valuable data
5
there
and
to
a
help race
6.
strategy and car development.
And they want us on 53, okay, and the tires. 26, 22.2, 21 point. Is that a 9 or a 5? Oh my god. I'm gonna. I think it's a 9. Christ. Okay. Heading out, Crash Century. Good luck to your Sonic friend. Ha, thank you very much, man. Have a good one, Jacko. Thanks for tuning in, my
There's a few cars out on
pal.
track.
But we're
Perhaps
gonna
we
get
should get out
going
there before it
in
gets busy.
Australia. Alright, there we go. Got her set up in here. Might tweak it a little bit. Usually I like to start off with tire. I'm not going to do all of them. Probably do tire, track, and then quali. See where I can quali.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Okay, a little bit off. Now, to pre-answer your question, I am on controller. Okay, not too shabby. I'm going to green here. Get a little of that cone. That didn't hurt anyone. Oh, and then too heavy on the throttle. Oh my goodness gracious. I did it. We'll start back here. Wow. I was really hoping not to use one of those so early. There we go. There's a trophy for you didn't see anything. Now we're gonna screw up that. Lose a piss amount of time. And make it back, thankfully, to ERS. Run the purple so we can kind of shred the tire a little bit. And then, oh my god.
Are you alright? Sit tight, the marshals are on their way.
What am I doing? Okay, I need to figure it out here. Okay. Now, in race, I'm not going to do any flashbacks. Because there are only 5 lappers and I shouldn't need to. Oh, well, I lost a load of time there in the final turn. Am I going to get it? Oh! There we go. Yeah, I meant to spin out there so I can go right into the garage and get a little bit of time. But, damn. Okay, we'll do track. Okay, here we go.
To get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there.
Okay, I'm not going to spin out this much.
Do DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
No one can open up that DRS swing quicker than I can. The timing is phenomenal. Oh, green, what am I doing? Okay, I found my groove now. Oh, and as I say that, made up for a little bit. I did open up the DRS. Oh, and I've completely lost it all. I was lucky to get purple through there. Get up on the curb a little bit, extend that turn. Yeah, one more time around. Undeserving purple there.
Good work. You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
Oh my. Get a little of that corner, no one saw anything. Okay, so 2 green so far. This is most likely, yeah, that's green. Do I still have a chance for purple? Not with that turn. Oh, it still gave it to me. Yeah, that's about right. Come on. I got that. That's gonna be green, yeah. Oh, once more around track for me.
This is the last lap of the program. Final lap of the program.
Okay, so improve that piece from last. It's gonna be purple, okay, easy. There we go. Here it is, we're ready. Okay, that lap could have gotten in competition with Jacko and Joker, in my opinion. Okay, Elgrim Godfred, currently 10th, quicker than one of the McLarens, but he's on the hards, quicker than the Haas, slower than the Alpha. Not what you want to see. We'll sim the rest of the session out,
Or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what
and
you
we'll
want over
get
the
right
radio.
into it.
Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our...
Okay. We're good. We're in tune with Australia. We're gonna get right into this. That threw me off there because in my career I have it as green and then the red there made it look like it was bad. We're going to jump right into the Australian Grand Prix. Of course, qualifying. Just set it up at one shot here, and I'm not going to try and redo it 6 times over. I'm going to take what I get. Yes, 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 let's go. Let's get into it. Yeah, sounds good to me. I mean, first race of the year, nothing really crazy. But yeah, right onto track. Try and focus up for a solid one here. A little deep through turn 1. Oh no, I'm trying to keep up with Hamilton. What am I doing? Oh my. Okay, come on. Okay. Little corner cut, never hurt anyone. Little corner extension, didn't either. absolutely blown away. He comes over, I come about 2 seconds back at least. Where are we? 18th. Yee. I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to take it. We'll get two races in here. I had to beat my teammate, right? Barely. Barely. Oh, that was not good. I lost to Kimmy. To the Hosses. Oh, no. Lewis, Max, Valtteri, Seb, Charles, Carlos, Lando got smoked. Sergio, so about as much as you'd expect it. Of course, not with Gasly finishing down there. Although Kvyat has been pretty solid in the last half of this year, unfortunately losing out of a position in the F1 world.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid.
But it's not the end of the world. You are right. It is not. So we can't act like it is. We need to focus on to this race. See what we can do. 5-lapper. No flashbacks. Just gonna deal with it. Gonna try and pound through 2 races tonight. Maybe next Wednesday or Thursday we'll continue onward, but that'll be it for the week. Starting off the Midwest F1 League's My Team career. Let's see what I can do here.
No more testing, no more practice. This with the race minutes away from starting.
Okay, whatever. We know how it finished. We're gonna have to absolutely light this place up on fire to get into the top 10, but oh yeah, I know. Nearly lost it. Oh, but I am losing his positions. Oh, excuse you. Oh my, this is not going good. Oh, this is going dreadful. This is going absolutely horrendous. Okay, fine, 1 flashback. No one's even here anyway. Okay, no one saw anything. Oh, Violet's sending it on Grosjean. We're gonna follow suit. That's what we're gonna do with fucking Giovinazzi.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Aggressively gaining back 2 positions, but we need those. We can't. We got our teammate ahead of us here. Can't have that. He's only a fucking 67. Out of DRS, we're gonna get some more right now. Need to remember to upshift. Oh, where were those laps I was putting in earlier? It was completely gone away. Okay, Islet's in danger now. Or Ilot. Ah, he breaks late. Okay, we need to work our teammate here. This is not how it's supposed to go. I mean, good for the lad, but I'm the #1 driver here. A little bit of a bump. Didn't hurt nobody.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Come on. Okay. It's my chance. Oh, I saw him last second. I didn't want to push him off. But I kind of did anyway. Okay, got the position. I'll get a little bit too much of that. Oh my god, is anyone even in here? No. A little too deep there, and we fucking crash.
That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
Kimi doesn't got DRS. Okay, that was a send. We're on to the last lap into 16th place. Kimi's going to be able to take a look going into turn 2, potentially get on the grass a little bit. We're going to try and use up as much of the fuel as we can. Okay, might lose Kimi here. Looks like 16th place. that's gonna hurt. I think we'll be fine though. Lewis Hamilton takes fastest lap and the race win. We're gonna come home with 16th place. Disappointing, I guess, not too bad. But I was honestly hoping for a little bit more. But I think I'm going to bring it to an end for the first Midwest My Team career night. We'll be sure to do more races than just the one. We were having to just set up the whole thing. But yeah, that's about it for me tonight. If you watched the earlier broadcast, thank you very much for tuning in. And if any of you tuned into the My Team broadcast, thank you very much as well. I have been Crash McQueen. I was joined tonight by, of course, Hotspot. We have been the Midwest F1 League. Be sure to check us out on all of our platforms, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, as well as this area if you are here in Twitch. We appreciate all the follows and all the feedback from everyone outside of our clique that we do have. And share us to your friends if you enjoy, or if you think that they enjoy, give them a chance, see if they'd like what we have to produce. And we'd very much appreciate that. So that is it for us. I will see you hopefully Wednesday, if not on our social media platforms. Have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you Wednesday night.